Coming up next, a battle between Andrew Natividad and Serob Minasyan. It's really a battle between finisher and grinder. Natividad, out of his 8 victories, he's finished 5 of them in the very first round, Jonathan.
Yeah, Andrew Natividad is what you call a head-first fighter. You don't have to look for him inside the cage. He's going to be in your face the entire time. Fighting out of Escondido, California. Training under the coaches Derek Anderson and Johnny Hughes. Andrew Natividad features himself a wrestler. Let's see if he can wrestle himself a victory tonight inside the cage.
Making his way to the cage, Andrew Natividad.
Andrew Natividad comes in with a strong wrestling background, 29 years of age, and he really loves to use those takedowns to slam his opponent, punish him. Out of his victories, 3 of them by knockout, 3 by submission. I mentioned finishing 5 in the very first round. Jonathan, this guy doesn't get paid by the hour.
No, he doesn't. He has notable wins over the likes of Chase Gibson, Kai Kamaka, 2 very well-known fighters on the Southern California landscape. So he's had moments in his career where he has shined. And tonight he's going to be looking to have another one of those moments inside the lights-out Extreme Fighting cage.
Maybe so. And his fastest victory is in 42 seconds. So we talk about him finishing, but a guy, he's facing a Wolverine. He's facing Gulo, Serob Minasyan, a guy that has only been finished by knockout 1 time in his 22-fight career. Natividad takes the cage.
Gulo Minasyan.
Big response for Serob Minasyan. Again, Gulo translates to Wolverine, and you only got to take a look at this guy to see that that is a fitting moniker. A nearly 9-year professional MMA career, and on the flip side of Natividad, not necessarily known for finishing, but being a grinder. He does have 2 knockouts and a submission, but 7 of his victories, Jonathan, have come by going the distance.
Absolutely, but he is a ball of energy. This guy is in your face from the opening bell until the fight is over. The nickname, the Wolverine, aptly put on this man, because he is a ferocious fighter from stem to stern. Wins over the likes of Spike Carlisle, Marco Spinilla, Ronnie Borgia, Anthony Avila. This guy's spent a lot of time inside the cage, and he's more home inside the cage than he is out of it. I expect the best version of Serob Minasyan tonight inside the lights-out Extreme Fighting cage.
That most recent victory that you touched on over Bonilla, round 1 knockout. Here comes Gulo. Gulo, born in Armenia but fought extensively in Russia.
Hybrid boost and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. The man in charge of the action once the bell sounds, Mr. James Beers. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my left, wearing the solid gray trunks, he weighed in at 145.6 pounds. A professional record of 8 wins, 12 defeats out of Escondido, California. Here is Andrew Natividad. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner to my right, wearing the red trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at 150.4 pounds. He has a professional record of 10 wins, 11 defeats out of Irvine, California, by way of Yerevan, Armenia. Please welcome Gulo Minasyan.
We are ready to go in this catchweight bout at 150 pounds. We mentioned Serob Minasyan, born in Armenia, but fought a lot of his early fights in Siberia, Jonathan. That's got to be tough sledding, literally.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sitting by the pool relaxing in Siberia, is there? The toughest place on earth has produced one of the toughest men I've ever met, Serob Gulo Minasyan.
You mentioned Minasyan, a ball of energy, just such a powerful frame at low center of gravity, just built for wrestling, built for fighting. He's got granite for a chin. And has only been finished once, as I mentioned, that at the hands of Darian Chapman.
You drill in, you get out. You drill in tight. Let's go. Start fading them down.
Minasyan sitting down on every punch early, but it's Natividad aggressively charging forward in on a single leg here.
Trying to defend it is Minasyan. We documented the wrestling background of Natividad, trying to put it to use early. Reaching through, trying to grab that other ankle, and going for the arm was Minasyan.
Minasyan using that arm to jack Natividad back up to prevent the takedown, but relentless in pursuit of this takedown. Andrew Natividad still in on that single leg. Looking to transition to a high crotch here, perhaps.
Able to ward it off was Gulo Minasyan, and as Natividad is going for that takedown, he's eating some big elbows by Gulo. Gulo's got him rocked! So that is a very costly takedown attempt by Natividad.
Bang it out with him for a second.
Those elbows will change your IQ in a heartbeat, Todd.
Not for the better.
Right there, that's all you. Keep going,
Otherwise, I'd
elbow.
have you catch me with something.
Elbow that knee, elbow his thigh and shit.
Natividad still looking for this takedown now, looking for the double leg. Switches back to the high crotch here.
Keep that hot hit. Up,
Trying to run the pipe here, unable to get it. Minasyan doing a good job at defending his takedown so far.
And not only is Natividad eating shots moments ago, but how much is this starching him here, Manu?
Oh no, these takedowns are coming in at a costly rate right now. Catching him with knees and elbows. Minasyan's having his way, although Natividad is just trying to go for his legs half-heartedly.
When Natividad first shot in, Jonathan, I don't think this is what he had in mind.
Oh, big left hand from Serob Minasyan as he gets off the cage. Both fighters landing nice jabs.
This might be the loosest and most confident that I've ever seen Gulo Minasyan, and that's saying something.
Big right hand from Minasyan touches the chin of Natividad, who quickly shakes his head no, which usually means yes.
That means it registered. It's opposite day.
Heavy body kick from Serob Minasyan as well. The Wolverine starting to get loose in there. Natividad looking for another takedown.
Easily sprawled out did Minasyan there. Gulo saw that one coming, and perhaps the best weapon of Natividad has been nullified.
Natividad unable to get this fight to the mat so far. Now he's stuck in a position where he's got to stand and trade with a ferocious Wolverine. Not an enviable position.
No, certainly not. But Natividad does have 3 knockout victories to his credit. So Gulo Minasyan can't get overconfident, but not a lot behind those shots seconds ago by Natividad.
You're seeing a much more educated approach from Minasyan. In the past, he's been guilty of over-pursuing the knockout, charging forward into it, leaving himself open. But a much more measured approach so far from Gulo.
Which is ironic when 7 of his victories have come by decision, and also 7 of his losses, 11 losses, have gone the distance as well. Another half-hearted takedown attempt that Minasyan shrugs and is able to answer with more shots, and Natividad can shake it off all he wants, but he's eating some serious punishment.
Nice jab from Minasyan, but his hands down at his hips. He's going to have to keep his hands up to protect that chin. Andrew Natividad is biting down on his mouthpiece and throwing with everything he's got.
Inside a minute to go in the first round, scheduled for 3. Body kick by Natividad, trying to get something going, trying to get out of the blocks offensively. Oh, kick up the middle by Gulo.
Oh, nasty body kick from Minasyan as well.
That reverberated all throughout Burbank.
Sure did. I think Caltech registered that one on the Richter scale. Well, we're along the San Andreas. Stalking is Gulo Minasyan, looking like Jason Voorhees in Camp Crystal Lake. Or Michael Myers in Haddonfield, take your pick. First round comes to a close, and an excellent round for Gulo Minasyan. Manu Kokopian, not much guesswork in that one.
Oh no, that's a very easy round to score. Serob Minasyan ground. It didn't have to even go to the ground on that one. Got him with the elbows every time Natividad was trying to come in. Even controlled it in the middle of the ring. Natividad tried to get close, but not close enough with his takedowns. Easy round for Minasyan.
And Jonathan, what you would figure would help Natividad turned into an enormous hindrance as he went for those early takedowns and ate a lot of shots from Minasyan.
Yeah, Natividad's going to have to rely on his gas tank if he's going to keep pursuing those takedowns, unable to get it so far. Let's see if his game plan changes as the second round begins.
Bell sounds, time to fight on with round 2 of this catchweight bout, brought to you by Lights Out Xtreme Fighting. Serob Minasyan in the red, taking on Andrew Natividad.
Down up. Yeah, boy, that's a beautiful one. He's staying under him.
Natividad plodding forward with a 1-2, but not much behind it. You get the sense that he's still looking at the legs of Minasyan, trying to get another takedown here. Would not be surprised if he dives in soon, but a nasty uppercut from Minasyan.
I gotta ask you, Jonathan, the takedown's nullified. The striking, unimpressive thus far for Natividad. What can he possibly do at this point?
He's gonna have to figure something out. Because if he doesn't, Minasyan's gonna keep implementing his game plan, keep pushing the pace.
And Minasyan all too willing to take the fight into deep water.
But again, Minasyan keeping his hands awfully low. Just inviting Andrew Natividad to test that chin.
Chant goes out for Gulo. Again, one of the,
spinning back fist landed. Natividad moved well with it, ate it well.
Little paintbrush job there by Minasyan. So much velocity into that spinning back fist. I don't think he caught all of it, but certainly something for Natividad to think about. Little blitzing attempt there by Natividad.
Yeah, Minasyan's just a coiled spring when he does those spinning techniques. A lot of momentum on it. Natividad again looking for the takedown, but it's not there. And Minasyan makes him pay for it with another body kick.
Great sprawling ability and takedown offense by Serob Minasyan. Perfectly executed sprawl, never in damage, never allowing Natividad to get in tight on the takedown attempt. Would you venture to say that this might be the best we've seen of Minasyan? He looks phenomenal.
He certainly does. The very educated approach, not over pursuing. Oh, but he got clipped right there.
Oh, and a follow-up slam by Minasyan. Back and forth. And Jonathan, you mentioned, you prognosticated about it that the hands were low on Minasyan. It cost him, but man, oh man, what an answer.
Yeah, Natividad touched the chin there. I'm not sure how hurt Minasyan is. He was able to get a big takedown into a slam. Natividad holding on to the neck here, but giving it up wisely. Minasyan now working out of the guard, the open guard of Andrew Natividad.
Trying to perhaps sink in a guillotine. Was able to stumble Minasyan, and again, only one person has been able to finish Minasyan with a KO in the career of Gulo. But Manuk, does this right now give Minasyan time, if he needs it, to clear the cobwebs?
Oh no, absolutely. He's in the dominant position right now. Definitely got clocked with a real powerful punch, but was able to rebound nicely by getting dominant position on top. See what he does for the rest of the round.
Jonathan, how much danger do you think Minasyan was in with that shot?
It was hard to tell. It looked like he was off balance when the shot landed. It definitely scored, and it's going to score on the judges' scorecards as well. But he seems to have his legs under him, seems to be okay now.
But it was an almost immediate counter takedown, and one with authority at that by Minasyan. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was timed beautifully. Impeccable timing by Serob Minasyan. Following up on the knockdown and exploding through with a nice takedown.
Certainly gives Serob Minasyan something to think about, though. And perhaps opens that window of opportunity for Natividad.
Both fighters breathing heavy here. Let's see who makes the first mistake as the gas tanks start to empty.
Getting late in the second round. Circling around is Natividad, looking for an opening.
Oh, nice right hand on the counter from Gulo.
And a left on the button by Natividad. Body kick, and again in exchange. Superman punch attempt by Gulo. Human game of chess will continue in the third and final round. All right, we await the third and final round. We look back at the action. There you see the big shot, wobbles Minasyan, but how about this? Immediately turns it into a takedown.
Explodes through the double leg, powers, gets a nice takedown into a slam. Minasyan turns a bad situation into a good situation for him. Able to stymie the one moment Andrew Natividad had in the fight so far. All Minasyan on my scorecard. Manuk, how do you have it so far?
You nailed it, Jonathan. That was a 50-50 exchange. Minasyan came right back on top, controlled the round before and after that. Easy round to score for Minasyan. I have it 20-18 through 2.
Five minutes will determine this one. Third and final round between Serob Minasyan and Andrew Natividad. It's been a fun one to watch. And that shot that momentarily rocked Minasyan, maybe a confidence builder for Andrew Natividad, who throws combinations early, tries to use the strikes to change levels and get a takedown, and thus far, Gulo having no part of it.
Natividad looking for a trip here on the inside, has a body lock. Gulo doing a good job of trying to fight off the cage here. Would not be surprised if Natividad changes levels right there. Now looking for the single leg.
You called it, partner. Right on cue, went for it. Trying to pull that leg in tight and secure single leg takedown. But you'll recall in the first round he went for takedowns and paid for it in a big way.
Minasyan
does again.
Minasyan with a nasty knee, using that underhook to push his opponent back up to a vertical base before landing a vicious knee.
Minasyan able to do a fantastic job of turning Natividad's takedown attempt into an offensive opportunity. Some shots by Natividad trying to put the pedal to the metal. Might come down to who wants it more. Partisan crowd support certainly for Minasyan.
Absolutely, he's fighting in Southern California, a very big Armenian population, and they're seeing their home fighter landing some nice strikes here in round 3.
Those hands starting to drop again though, Jonathan.
Yeah, he's starting to get real tired. He invests heavy with every shot. You see, not a lot of touching going on for Gulo Minasyan. He's looking for the home run with every punch, with every kick. Bad intentions.
Both fighters start to look as if they're in the quicksand. Telegraphed attempt at the head kick there by Natividad.
Yeah, set it up and go. You watch this. Yeah, boy. That's the one where you guys guard up.
Gas tanks rapidly depleting for both.
Minasyan snapping with a nice jab to the forehead of Natividad. Big swing and a miss for Minasyan.
Side kick attempt there by Gulo. Changing it up, going into the playbook.
Just about 2 minutes left in the round here. Gulo again connecting with a nice right hand. Natividad wears it well.
According to your predictions on the scorecard, gentlemen, Natividad in a position where he's going to need to finish.
You said it, Todd. He might need to go for broke here in the last minute, 45 seconds of the fight.
Nice leg kick from Minasyan. Steals the equilibrium for a moment. Oh, beautiful right hand. Touched the chin of Natividad.
You felt that one.
More composed right now is Gulo. The fresher of the two, it would seem.
Gulo charging forward, digging to the body there with a left hand.
And Gulo in the past has finished fights with body shots, Jonathan.
Gulo again taking out the leg. Natividad looks for a takedown, not there. Just over a minute left in the fight here.
Swing and a miss by Natividad. I don't think he's got a whole lot left, and that body kick isn't going to do him any favors. He tries to blitz in, however.
Feast or famine approach here right now, Todd.
Sure is. Left hook attempt there by Gulo Minasyan. Inside 40 seconds to go. Late takedown attempt. Defended beautifully again by Minasyan, even late in the fight.
Natividad looking for a counter takedown there, not there. Minasyan again sprawling away. Gulo Minasyan doing a good job of keeping this fight on the feet. And it is there where he is dictating the pace and landing the heavier shots.
And the sand is quickly escaping the hourglass here for Andrew Natividad. Crowd urging Gulo to pour it on in the last seconds, and this fight comes to a close. We will return to make it all official on Lights Out Xtreme Fighting. Taking a look back at the action here. Shot there by Minasyan. Both guys completely spent at this point.
Yeah, that was a big right hand over the top from Minasyan, putting a lot of his muscle behind that one.
Minasyan, as has been customary in his career, goes the distance again, trying to grind out another victory over a very tough Andrew Natividad. Your thoughts, Manu?
Well, this was a very easy fight to score. I had it 3 rounds to nothing, 30-27 in favor of Gulo Minasyan. Quite frankly, the third round was the least convincing one out of the entire night, yet he still did enough to win the round, in my opinion. We'll await the judge's decision.
No doubt about it, you know, that glimmer of hope for Natividad as he had Gulo rocked at one point in the fight, but Gulo was immediately able to capitalize with a counter takedown, taking away and nullifying any attempt at momentum.
Yeah, you saw it after the fight too. Natividad was doing push-ups right afterwards. I think he was a little displeased with his performance tonight too.
Now, where was that energy a few minutes ago? Both fighters taking the center of the cage. We head back inside, and Barry Egan momentarily will have the official decision.
Burbank toe-to-toe the entire way. Let's hear it for these two Valiant Warriors. Judge Chris Crail scores the bout 29-28. Judges Jacqueline Denkin and Mark Davidson both score the bout 30-27 for the winner by way of unanimous decision. Gulo Minasyan!
You can hear the crowd erupt here in the Burbank Airport Marriott Convention Center. Gulo got a lot of wins in the CXF cage, and now his first here at Lights Out as we head into the cage. Take it away, Amber.
Gulo, we hear your name chanted in the crowd. You're here in front of the Armenian hometown crowd. What was it like to get this win and grind it out?
Not only Armenian and Russian and from US, many countries. I have lots of ton of friends in here. But of course, muscle Armenians here with you, right?
Many times Natividad tries to take you down, you stave off those attempts. Was that the approach and the game plan coming in?
Oh, we was ready for it. We worked with our team, team Miami, with our teammates, many good wrestlers. I was ready for these takedowns. How you know me, I'm good, I like to do firework, I want to strike. Of course I can wrestle him, I show you. He punched me, but I still did take me down with him and control him. I can do whatever I want. I just prefer strike with him, work with him. I think people like it, no?
Tell me about that time in the second round when he catches you, you go back up against the cage, but immediately you get the takedown.
It was not takedown, I just missed my balance because I did step back, and it was easy for him to just drop me down. That's it, nothing else. Nothing dangerous for me.
Your first couple of fights were in Siberia. How did that prepare you for your career here?
I actually grew up, I born in Armenia, but I grew up in Siberia. Until my 20s I was there, then I moved to US.
Gulo translates to Wolverine. The Wolverine gets the win today. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. I want to say thank you. Lights Out, Pro Xtreme Fighting for this opportunity, George, Sean, Stevie. I want to say thank you all my teammates and Team Oyama, my grappling coach, Anthony Gonzalez, and I want to say happy birthday, Colin Ayama today. It's his birthday, our main coach. And of course, thank you all my friends, all my fans. I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. Many more fights you waiting here. Just stay busy, man.
Something tells me we'll see him back in the LXF cage. Congratulations. Guys, let's go back to you.
Thank you, Amber. Gulo Minasyan adding his 11th victory in his battle-tested veteran career that has spanned nearly 9 years. Minasyan even up his record at 11-11.
Huge win for Minasyan, now on the right side of 500. Can't wait to see this young man back inside the cage again.
More action coming your way. You see Lights Out in the cage, and we'll be back with more action right here on Lights Out Xtreme Fighting.